Hold up, I messed up.
It's okay. Thinking of the day that you went away, that very day changed me. Moments that we've shared, yeah, nothing quite compares. You always there for me. And I don't know how to live without you. God knows I've tried. No one ever told me that it would be so hard. I spent my whole life probably chasing this high. You changed me. You changed me. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Changed me. Yeah. Woo. You changed.
Tonight, my guest is No Lids Creation. Her stage name is Miss Creations.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell us about that song. How did you write that song?
You know what? It actually came to me in a dream. It came to me in a dream. And it was a very unique dream because most of the time, I always dream of melodies and lyrics and things, but most of the time I wake up and I'll have a piece of it. But this particular song, I could remember the entire thing, the melody, the lyrics, just the flow of it. And that's pretty much how it came about. And just waking up, I was scratching my head because I was kind of like, man, I remember this whole song. That's not typical. But then later on, a dear friend of mine passed away, and I
Mhm.
realized that the song was actually indeed for her, and so it really, really blew my mind. It still blows my mind, to this day. So yeah, changed me.
That
Can you
was
spin it?
excellent.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what do you do creatively?
Oh man, creatively, I write music, I sing, I make films, I play the guitar, I act, I play the snare drum, I play the piano,
What?
and I play I think that's about it. I know there's some others, but
That's
those
about it. That's a lot.
yeah, most of it's around the music realm, because I write lyrics and stuff and rap. So yeah, yeah, those are the things. Those are the things.
Are you self-taught?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Self-taught. Let me see. Yeah, on everything, just about everything, I would say. Self-taught, I would just hear something, a melody, whether it's on the guitar, whether it's, in a DAW or on the piano. I just, once I'm messing around with it and I feel that melody, it goes. And then once I feel the melody, it doesn't matter what it is. I can write some lyrics to it. And it's always been like that for the most part. It's always been that way.
So
Yeah.
so would you describe yourself as, I'm gonna say
Okay.
it. So as a young child, were you gifted? How long have you been?
It's so funny you asked that question, Miss Janine, because honestly, so I did an interview, a previous interview, and my mother, she came in the comments and she shared some information that I wasn't even aware of, which was I was making beats when I was 4 years old. And
Wow.
I'm like, Mom, why you didn't even? And she was like, I never knew like what it would become, or I just used to. She used to be like, can you just stop this, And but I had no idea. 4 years old. I always thought like, no, when I was 10, I was doing music and stuff. But a lot of music, a lot of the inspiration also came from church. Just being in the church house. You're gonna hear the drums. You're gonna hear the piano. You're gonna hear the choir. You're gonna hear all those little odd sounds, the clapping, the cadence of everything. And you know that it really inspired me. So yeah, I think I just everyone in my family for the most part did something musical wise, and I think it just rubbed off on me. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think that's a safe to say because I definitely feel like it rubbed off on me, and I'm so glad it did. I don't know where I would be without music if I couldn't just say, "Oh, you know."
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you have a YouTube channel. Tell us about your YouTube channel, how that came about, and why that came about.
You know, so I have always wrote the lyrics. In fact, making beats is probably the last thing that I've added to my talents. And so it got to a point. I remember in particular, there was a gentleman that I really wanted to work with. You know, we would see each other in passing, and I loved his passion for making beats, making music, or what have you. But once we got together and I kind of, you know, we discussed it, it wasn't the right time, but I was ready. I was like, I don't want to wait anymore, you know. And so I kind of just started making beats, you know. But what really made it me to what made me start my YouTube channel was my aunt. We would walk around. We would walk all the time around the mall and stuff. We just walk and get together and have girls' time. And she said something to me, Janine. I will never forget it. And it was so powerful. I started my channel. She said, "When I leave this earth, I want my talent tank to be empty. I don't want to leave anything, you know, behind. I want to use it all. Every talent, every gift that I have, I want to share it with the world and use it all." And when she said that to me, I was like, "No lid creations." Because I was like, you know, a lot of times I sit on my talents. I'll just maybe, you know, sing in the shower or share it with my sister or mom or something. And it never went any farther. But
Mhm.
when you realize that just one thing you do can really like tremendously inspire someone, that's a win. That's a win. And so I just didn't want to sit on those talents anymore, you know. I just wanted to share it with the world, inspire and motivate. So No Lid Creations, that name came about because everything has like a lid on it. Everything, someone's always telling you what you can do, what you can't do, walk in this line, don't be quiet, don't be quiet. And I wanted to have that freedom and just like no lid. But you know, it's funny because it's kind of like it's interesting because when you have something that has no lid, things could fly in easy. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You're not guarded, you're not protected, so different things can get in. So it's, you know, it's a blend. You know, it's definitely a blend. But yeah, my aunt, she motivated me and she said those words to me. That started the channel. And then No Lid is definitely mostly music. It's going to be something related to music, but you know, I also want to show my other things too, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that video of you and your dad in the country.
Oh my God. And you know,
That video.
I thought about you big time because I remember, I believe I watched a video where um you were, man, it was something you were doing. I think you were sitting on either your mom or your dad's
Yeah,
porch or
my dad
something.
had just passed, right.
Okay,
Mhm.
and you was talking about you maybe I think you were gonna y'all were gonna give up the house or so, it was something like that. But
Right.
you
Mhm.
know, you just being in the country, you know what I mean? And I was just like you always I always think about you when I'm out there. And
Oh my God. What?
definitely. I'm like, I know Miss Janine's gonna like this video. When I
Love
post
that video. I saw that. I was like,
yeah.
you
Yes.
when I saw that video, I almost started crying.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it touched my heart. I said, "Oh, look at her dad look at her spending time with her dad in the country."
And I'm so thankful. I got to that's the goal. That's the biggest goal in life, to move to the country. I love the country. I love the freedom. I love just opening up the door and seeing just the sun stare you in the face and the trees, and I love it all. I get frustrated every time I come back home. I'm like, oh, it's too many cars, you know. But yeah, and what inspired me too with you, I know you was doing this, it was some video I saw a while ago with you and your sister. I think y'all were going to take in a movie or something, and that's when I really like discovered you, and you inspired me because my oh, definitely, yeah, it's the little things for me. And you inspired me because my sister, we were spending some time together, and I think we went to see the same movie or something. I think you
It
said
was
like, go
Wakanda
see.
Forever.
Oh, what was that?
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, no. Or was it? Or was it Woman King? I think it was Woman King.
I
I
think
don't know.
it was
Did
Wakanda Forever because we had just came out from seeing it and we
Okay,
did that interview, right?
okay, yeah. So it's stuff like that. You never know what someone is going to get from your channel. You know what I mean? It could be the thing because a lot of times what you pray that they get or what have you, a lot of times it's something totally different. It might be something that's like a second that some an eye caught, and it's like, oh, that was so inspiring, you know. So yeah, you inspired me. You still inspire me. Yeah, big time.
Oh my God, girl. Look, we ain't talking about me, we talking about you.
Okay.
Okay, let's get
It's good.
back on you, the star of this whole interview.
Okay. Okay.
So so you taught yourself how to play the drum and the piano
Hmm. Yeah,
and the guitar. Now
correct.
the drum and piano are percussion instruments, but the
Hmm.
guitar isn't.
Right. Yeah.
How,
So
how did you master that? Because you're actually
yeah.
plucking the, you know,
Mastering, I wouldn't say because I have a long way to go, but I started making beats on the table. Like if you put a table in front of me, I'm so tempted to right now just bust out a
do
table beat.
something. We
Well,
want to hear it.
are,
Do
are
it.
you okay?
Yes, do it.
So
We want to hear it.
you
Go ahead.
let me see what I can do. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll do one that we used to do. My cousin, this table beat right here is what started me, what made me fall in love with table beat. So I hope you can hear it. It was like, yeah, it was something like that. And I used to get in so much trouble because that's all you heard. And it was bad enough that it was me. And then it was my cousin. My mom used to be like, oh my God. But that right there is what started me to like beats. So then, when I got in high school and just school and everything, I started playing the snare drum and the quads. And that's where the drum play comes in at and stuff and the percussion for me. And the guitar, there was, oh my goodness, I was determined to learn how to play. And so there was something you could I can't remember the name. It was something online. You can like hire someone to come out for a certain amount of time, and
Mhm.
they can teach you a couple things. And so I think I might have hired someone for like an hour or something. And he tried, Miss Janine, he tried so hard to teach me to just play a couple things, but my fingers was like, we used to the drumsticks. But I
Mhm.
really, really tried. And it reminded me of when my sister tried to teach me how to crochet. And she was like, sis, all you got to do is just tie the knot. I could not get that knot. So he tried and I just saw his face like, oh God, and I couldn't get it. But what happened was when he left, I was determined to come up with something. And
Mhm.
so I was able to come up with just a little something, and I was able to write some songs to it. And that's pretty much how the guitar. I've been growing with that guitar. But it's
Mhm.
like once you find that little something that moves you, it's a done deal for me. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, some people just came in. Do you guys have a question for Miss Creations?
Hey guys, thank you for being here.
Does anybody have any questions?
Let me see,
You
because
guys missed her playing guitar.
oh,
It was so good. Do you have anything else you want to play?
you know what? Let me see. I don't at the moment, but if I do, I'll definitely pick it up. It's nearby. It's nearby.
Okay.
Yes.
Does anybody have anything they want to ask her? We'll wait a couple of seconds. See if
All right.
anybody.
Let me send this out to some other people too. Let's see.
Okay. I really like that song that you played. The intro
Aw.
was good. That's the first time I had anybody play us in. I was like, "Ooh."
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, honey. Yes. Let me send this to some peeps.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, my key sister. I'll send it to her. And I'll send it to the bestie. Definitely.
Mhm.
All right, cool. All right, send it to a few people.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you live in Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are you involved in the music scene? Like, do you go play in bars or?
You know what? I
Right.
used to. I used to. There was a place called the Solstice Lounge. I used to play there. Oh no, excuse me. I didn't play there. Excuse me. Not at the Solstice Lounge. I just attended, and I was inspired by the other artists. And there was a place called Sacred Grounds. Just the name,
What's the
Sacred
coffee?
Grounds. And
Is that a coffee place?
it was kind of like a coffee, a little bit, little. It had a cafe. Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed. And I loved it because I was able to, just express myself. There was something called Black on Black Rhymes, and it was really fire. Where it was a lot of artists and poets, and I know you're a poet too. And
Mhm.
and they would I would do my poems and stuff like that on stage. So yeah, I used to really be active in the community and stuff. And I may be visiting a place in downtown Tampa, but for the most part, I'm in the studio. I'm inspired.
Mhm.
Sometimes I turn on the camera, sometimes I don't, but I feel fulfilled when I leave out of the studio.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. But I know I had a cousin, and my cousin, he was the one who was making my very first beats. He made me my first beats. I fell in love with a lot of his beats, and it inspired me to write some music. And him and I used to go to Solstice Lounge all the time. I was talking to him earlier, as a matter of fact. But yeah, he was a huge inspiration. And so yeah, yeah.
Do you have plans of going back out into, some venues?
I
Because if you,
think
uh-huh.
maybe because I have some interests. I have a gentleman friend, and his daughter plays the piano in a spot downtown Tampa. And so I've had to invite, and perhaps I'll go and play my guitar, or something, do something Miss Creations related. And then also there's a place in downtown Tampa. It's called Riverwalk, and you'll see some artists out there, just doing their things with the guitar or the saxophone or what have you. And it's some really inspiring grounds. So perhaps I'll do something like that as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's where I'm at with that at the moment. So yeah, but always inspired, because everything can inspire you if you're open to receive it. I really feel like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider yourself a Christian artist? Because I do hear the Lord coming through you. You consider yourself a Christian artist?
You know, I don't even know if I would. I don't know if I categorize it, Miss Janine, because it's kind of like whatever moves me type thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I like R&B.
Right.
I like all types of genres, but for the most part, a lot of gospel music inspires and moves me. It's
Mhm.
probably one of my favorite. It's definitely one of my favorite genres, and it's one of the easiest songs to write for me. Gospel. But I also like R&B and love stories, love music too. But I would say I don't know exactly how I would categorize, but
You
I
don't
know
you
that.
don't need to put yourself in a niche, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying he definitely moves through you.
Oh
If it
yeah.
yeah, he definitely moves through
I
you.
and I'm so thankful for that. I welcome him, and it's just like, Lord, flow through me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So yeah, but I know one thing. Like the biggest thing that has changed with my music. Someone asked me that before, is the cursing. I don't curse anymore. So a lot of times when you don't curse, people automatically thinks, oh, okay, so it's Christian music, and it's like, I'll take that, but it's
Mhm.
not necessarily Christian music. But it's just I like to use my words. I like to find the word that I'm feeling, and if it's anger, it's gonna be an angry word, but it doesn't have to necessarily be the F
Right,
bomb. You know what I mean?
right.
So
I
yeah,
get it. I
yeah,
understand. Does anybody else have a question for Miss Creations?
yeah. In the building. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. All right, I think
How do you manage to stay uplifting and positive ghetto styles?
GS in the building. That's my okay. So remember when I told you
Mm.
about the audio?
Right, right.
If he's the one, Miss
Mhm,
Janine, oh God, he is the one who has, like, you saw how long, okay, you saw how long it took me to set up and stuff. He is the one who
mhm,
has really gotten me there. But I think I think what keeps me positive and uplifting is just finding the good in something. Just finding the good in something. And I really feel like if you have the eyes and the ears for it, you are going to hear it and you are going to see it. And it's nothing better than knowing like you made a difference in someone's life. That's my reward. You know, even if you just planting the seed for the moment and perhaps they don't have the aha moment yet, you planted something for the better good. So I think what keeps me uplifted is you have one life to live. I don't want to live it any other way. You know, I don't want to have any regret when I'm sitting in my rocking chair with my hot cocoa or whatever I'm doing. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, oh, I lived in, you know, and I wasn't doing the uplifting. It's natural for me. I'm the person that will speak in the elevator. I'm the person that, you know, it's something I don't even think about. But it's natural for me just to be uplifting and caring, loving, and positive, man. Because it's enough of that other stuff.
Right.
You know, it's enough of that other stuff. So yeah, it's natural.
Dion's Jury Avenue says, how long have you been making music?
Okay, so I've been making music for a long time. Oh my God. I mean, I started when I was 10. You know what I mean? 10 years old making music. And so it's been a very long time. Long time. And apparently my mother told me that I was making it when I was like 4 years old. So that was new to me. I had to really like process that and digest it. Like, what, mom? You know, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it, you know. But yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. And I love every moment of it. I love every moment. I love how you can grow in it. I love how there's no wrong way. I love the freedom of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely.
GA Girl and Miss Key Kitchen, do you have a question for Miss Creations?
Thank y'all for being in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thank them.
absolutely.
Hello. Okay, you got something? You got something else for? Okay. What's something you looking forward to, Maria Brown? What's something you're looking forward to?
Oh, that's my sister. That's my baby sister. Mwah, mwah. Love you, girl. Thank you for being in here. Oh, something I'm looking forward to. That's a good question. I guess, you know what? Right now, my immediate thing that I'm looking forward to is I'm working on a jingle. And I had the opportunity years back to actually display it on my channel. There's a business called the Closet Connect Boutique. And I did the very first jingle for it, my very first jingle, the first jingle for the business. And so I'm like in the process of revamping it now. And I'm excited to present it to her. That's something that I'm super excited to do because, you know, just to like give it an upgrade and to make it modern and to, you know, to present it to the person who wants it. I'm excited to do that. And I think I'll do it in like I'll probably reveal it on the channel or something like that, like her reaction or something. You know what I mean? Because it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to sit down, listen to your past work, and then still be inspired and create something else. You know, sometimes that wow me because sometimes you can get stuck. You know what I mean? Especially because you're the same person. The only thing changing is the task. And so sometimes you can get stuck, but I'm not stuck. I'm moving, honey. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Yeah.
Who are some of the artists that you listen to? Because you said you like gospel and R&B,
Yeah.
and hip hop. So who are you listening to?
Well, you know what? I'm guilty of listening to like the same stuff over and over, but I like music. I like Common. I like, you know, Yolanda Adams, Tasha Cobb. I love Shirley Caesar, honey. Oh, Shirley is
way back. You went back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love some Shirley Caesar. You know, my mom introduced me. I listened to Whitney. You know, I was just listening to her on this road trip coming back from my dad. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. I was like, Whitney. You know what I'm saying? That's your song?
Love that song.
Yeah. I like Bob Marley. I listen to him. Man, definitely Lauryn Hill. 100% Lauryn Hill. Erica Badu, I mean, come on. E&E, always thought that'd be a dope collab. Erica Badu, oh God. But I listened to Erica Badu, just to name some, just to name a few. Yeah. I listened to it faithfully. And then as far as rap, like I like Eminem, like, you know, Eminem. Oh my God, like the way he put those words together, the things he come up with, you know, the way they tie in together is like, oh my God, so fly. You know, I like Snoop Dogg, you know, for real. Oh man, definitely Outkast. I like Outkast. I listen to them. I like that what song? That hey y'all, you know, just one of them there. And so yeah, those are some people that I listen to pretty often. Taking a long car ride, they're going to be in the mix. 100%. Oh yeah.
Have you heard Andre 3000's new
with the flute?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I know folks. I understand where folks were coming from. You know, some friends who was like, "Man, what the? We've been waiting. You know, what a lyrics? Because you know he is a lyricist, honey. Oh my God."
But he said he didn't have anything to say. He said, "What was he going to talk about now?"
Right.
Like,
And so
I understand that he's on a new journey.
Yeah, and I understand that. I mean, we are always growing. We always, developing. It's beautiful to explore, you know. And then he had something to say. He just let the instrument say it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's to me, you know.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. Andre 3000. Wow, it's a name there.
So did you have anything else you wanna play real quick for us?
Let me see, man, because you let me see. Oh gosh, do I have? Let me see if I can think of something, because I definitely have one song, but it wasn't really together. But let me see. Work it out. We'll work it out on the live.
Okay.
Let's see. No. Yeah, this one was I wrote this song because of the Pearl Harbor movie, you know, and I hope this audio doing me justice, man, because this is the one. But I wrote this song because of the Pearl Harbor movie. There was a scene with Ben Affleck and his lady of choice at the time, and he said I think he was leaving the next day, and they had the opportunity to go in the hotel, you know, or what have you, and they decided to take a different route. And I remember her saying, if I had one last night or something of that nature, you know, to live, I'll spend it with you. I'll spend my night with you. And man, you remember how I told you, like, sometimes it's just the quick second things that inspire your life. That I sat down and I wrote this song. Let me see if I can. Okay, so it's like, if somebody said that I had one night to live, just one moment left until the end of everything, then baby I'll say you're my favorite guy, the best part of my life, my reason. Then I'll ask for one more night with you. Just, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, one more night. And so Pearl Harbor inspired me to go that route, man. And yeah, and you know, another thing, like when those songs come to mind, it's like I can see the vision. I can see like a movie scene. I can see people sitting on the, you know, the blanket, you know, the picnic blanket or what have you, just looking up at the stars or something. You know, all these emotions and all these visuals come to mind, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's just a beautiful thing. And so Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that song, One More Night, inspired by that small segment of Pearl Harbor. That's crazy.
Ghetto Style says it's a feel-good song.
Yeah. And you know, GS, like I said, I can't, he's really a dear friend because he has, oh my goodness, I think he has the patience of like a tree. I mean, he is like, with me, he just have helped me so much. And whenever I write anything, it could be like on my phone or anything, he's like, him and my kid sister, they're the first people I share it with, because GS and both her and him, they will keep it like, oh, I like it, but maybe tweak this, or have you thought about, you know what I mean? And so I feel like you need that. You need that. I need that. I want that. I don't want to always be like, oh, that's beautiful. Good job, Miss Creations. It's kind of like, yeah, but I know I can improve. And like, I'm open. You know, I want to be coachable. I want to be, you know, let me know what's on your mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So does anyone else have any questions? Because we're going to go ahead and close it out. So I'm going to wait a little bit. See if anybody else have any questions. Well, I really enjoyed you coming on my channel.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. I appreciate the moment and the opportunity. And like I said, you're a big inspiration. I appreciate your support. I see you in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? And I see your video. And I think you're very adventurous and really, really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah.
Okay, I try, girl.
You live. You're free. You're free. And hey, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Well,
I want to be like you. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm boring, tell the truth. I was
Nah.
just saying today, I'm boring and I'm bored.
You know what?
But
I've learned that everyone who thinks that they're boring are the most coolest people in the world, in my opinion. Yeah, everyone who's like, all I do is read and just like, oh my God. No, they are so cool. Yeah, because the mind. I love that. Yeah.
thank you.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get ready to get off. I was waiting to see if anyone else had any questions.
Questions
Okay,
for you?
musically, what's the thing you're most proud of? That's what your sister asked.
Musically, what's the thing I'm most proud of? Ooh, I think I am the most proud to have started and to also to keep going every day, because you know there's so many different things that can be a distraction for you, and just to be able to like keep it moving, you know, take it with a grain of salt and keep it moving. You know, like my dear friend said, he was like, just because someone throws you an apple don't mean you have to eat the whole thing. You just take the nutritions from it and pass it on, you know. And so I feel like, yeah, just to keep going, just to keep being inspired enough to talk to the mic and make those beats and make those songs, you know what I mean? And so yeah, that's the biggest thing to be proud of musical wise. And then yeah, I would say that 100%. Yeah.
Okay,
Very, very
that's positive. We're gonna end on that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
coming
much.
on my channel.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, check out her YouTube channel, No Lid Creations.
Yes. Creations, No Lid Creations. I'm grabbing
No Lid Creations.
Yeah.
She does some really wonderful music.
Thank you.
And she vlogs when she goes on her vacation.
Thank you.
She does a lot of different things on her channel.
Yeah.
So check her out. And thank you again so much. Stay on. I'm going to leave the chat, but stay on. I'm going to talk to you. But
yes. Thank y'all for being here.
Hands up. Yeah.
Man. Yes.
As always, peace
and
love.
Amen.
Bye-bye. Yep.